What's up? We are back with RHOBH, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, y'all. Season 14, episode 2, A Sobering Separation. Y'all, this was a good one. I thought it was good. It was good. So the episode picks back up with Dorit and Kyle arguing as Kyle continued to deflect and lie about her and Dorit's friendship. Kyle says that she diminished her and Dorit's friendship because the game Dorit played over at BravoCon, by the ranking the sisters game, from most fave to least, yada yada yada. Kyle took offense to it, and I was like, really, Kyle? Because it really seemed like Dorit was playing. I feel like you're reaching, but that's what we gonna go with. Dorit says it was a joke, and I believe her. Dorit tells Kyle, "You think I'm some kind of idiot?" And I was like, yes, girl. She thinks you was born last night and not at night. She think you got boo-boo the food written on your head. Y'all, Dorit was piping up. And as much as Dorit get on my nerves, I was here for Dorit every step of the way. It was nothing she said. That I thought was wrong. Now. I don't like how Dorit acts when everybody was real cool and it was a part of the Fox 5 or whatever they was, and everybody was on this mean girl SH, yada yada yada. So do I feel sorry for Dorit? Not really. A little bit, just a little bit. But am I here for her? Yes. Because I don't like how Kyle treats Dorit. She's treated her like she's the minion, and I don't like that. So Dorit tells Kyle she was really mad because Dorit was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy asked her how does she feel about the relationship between Kyle and Morgan. Dorit she answered the question, and she also apologized when she answered the question. So I knew her heart was in. She was speaking her truth, but then she felt like she had to apologize for it. And I just feel like, if this how you feel, this is how you feel. But of course, because Dorit has always given into Kyle, she's gonna continue to apologize for this foolishness. And I'm just like, girl, okay. So Dorit wants Kyle to admit what she's really pissed off about, so they can have a honest conversation and move on. And I agree. I don't think Dorit asked for much. So Dorit was on Kyle's tail, y'all. Dorit said, "Just because you struggling doesn't mean you can treat me like." And Kyle says she was a good friend. She was a good friend to Dorit, and I call cap. Ever since you had Morgan, you just discarded Dorit. We all saw that. You discarded Dorit like she was nothing. And I just didn't like it. Like, again, Dorit not my favorite, but I didn't like how you just discarded her and you felt like it was okay. So now, since you and her not friends no more, you want Dorit to come run behind you like she used to do. And Dorit was like, I ain't doing it. Get somebody else to do it. So Dorit tells Kyle, when you're mad, Dorit says when you're mad, you tell your friend and they work through it. Kyle says she was going to give her grace. No, I'm sorry. Kyle said, ask Dorit to give her some grace. Dorit says she did. And she also says a little too much grace. She said she gave you grace, but she gave you a little bit too much grace. And Dorit said, yeah, I'm just really here for it. So then we see Kyle walking away, and Dorit says Grace time is over. So do we see the part where Garcelle, everybody's watching what happened, but when Kyle walks off, Garcelle goes to Kyle's rescue. And I would like to say, Garcelle, you need to stand down. Yeah, we know you don't like Dorit, and you and Dorit don't like you, and that is what it is, but that's a separate issue from what these two have going on. Mind your business. That's all I'm gonna say. Because when it was daytime to chop y'all up, you in Sutton, guess what? They did that. So just a little, mind your business. Anyway, Dorit tells Erica she didn't get what she expect from Kyle, just some BS. And Dorit says in her confessional she's tired of this friendship, and she's tired of the marriage, and she's fed up with feeling the way she feel, and she's not gonna keep her mouth shut no more. And I was like, okay. And she said she needs to have a voice, and I was here for that, because once again, Dorit allows certain people to walk over her. No, you need to have that same energy for everybody, not just the people you don't fool with. And so what we always gather is Kyle wants Dorit to always be her yes ma'am. She wants Dorit to always co-sign on her foolishness. She wants Dorit to just basically run behind her. So, y'all, this was my favorite. We meet Boz. And Boz gave us her full name. All I got was it Bosman St. John, a.k.a. Boz, a.k.a. Goddess. It's Guyanan. I want to say that's what that was. Bazoma. I think that's her name, Bazoma. Says when you say her name, you are summoning all of her greatness. And I was like, okay. I live. She's been in corporate America for 25 years. She's been on Ebony, New York Times, Forbes, Fast Company, 100 Most Creative People, Black Enterprise, Wired. And I was like, baby. And she said she's been busier since she's retired. She started a workshop called Badass Workshop, and she's a millionaire. That's Beverly Hills, okay? Her husband, who passed away from cancer, Paul St. John, she said she was looking for her black Prince Charming, and she met a white Prince Charming. She didn't say that. I'm saying that. She said she can't describe how she feels about her husband's passing. She also says that her daughter and her husband were both robbed of their father-daughter relationship. Lael is her name. Such a beautiful name and such a beautiful girl, because she was sitting out in the audience. She's 15. She discussed her corporate America and her pivoting. And I tell you, sometimes you get the greatest nuggets from people off of these shows, and I was here for it. She pivoted when she was up for review at her job, and her boss said to her she had not hit enough home runs on this job. She knew in the moment it was time for her to move on. She said that it was that trauma and pivot that led her to this very moment. She says her new ladder is built by her. She tells the crowd that things in your life don't have to make you sit down. You can get up and do something, and you are the actual pivot. And I took that in. I took it in. Boz says she doesn't have to answer to anyone on Monday mornings. She's not worried about emails. She said that the only thing she pretty much do is send emails, and for somebody doing something for her, and that's the way she like it. And I was like, okay. So we see Kyle and Sutton, they meet for lunch. Sutton said in her confessional, the producers asked Sutton, so now you trust Kyle? And Sutton was like, who says I trust her? And I guess. So Sutton is basically telling Kyle how to collect her $300,000 a month. And I was like, girl, if you don't take notes. And Sutton says in her confessional, men don't like partying with their money. And that is true. Because they will fight. Nail and foot. Is that nail and foot? Nail and foot. So they won't have to pay nobody. I don't know. So Sutton tells her to go ahead and start filing for divorce. She also says, don't walk, run. So Kyle is aggravated with everyone telling her to divorce her husband. Kyle, listen. I was gonna say something, but I'm not. I've never been married ever, so I would imagine that type of stuff takes time. There's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of pain, it's a lot of everything, and it's easy for us to sit back and tell her what she should be doing. You know, whether we was in her shoes or not, everybody operates different. So that's all I'm gonna say on it. I just don't want her to allow Mauricio to take all of her money, because she works really hard, or any of her money. But I don't know. I can't speak on fine Mauricio, but I will say I don't know. All I can say is your sister got a good lawyer somewhere that can help you somewhere. Money is no option. Money is no object to Kathy. She will get you a good lawyer, because we know she not fond of Mauricio, but she will get you a good lawyer to take everything from Mauricio. So in the next scene, Boz meets with Erica Jane and Dorette. And Boz was like, listen, y'all can come in my house but take your shoes off. So they walked around without the shoes on, but she had some slippers for them. I'm sure that they were brand new slippers. So they sit down and talk, and Erica asks her what she thought about everybody. I think Boz likes everybody. I think she's a better fit here than that last girl. I think that she was a better fit than Crystal, because I noticed I didn't see Crystal, and I like Crystal, but just not for this show. So Dorit tells Boz that Kyle isolated her, and Boz asks why, and Dorit says Kyle seemed to always have a different answer. And they go back to show the montages of Kyle explaining different reasons why her and Dorit fell out. So Boz asks what happens next. Dorit and her new face says Kyle do what she always do, and that's make Dorit feel bad for Kyle, and Dorit will get over it. Like, she says that Kyle always making her feel bad, and then somehow Dorit has to find a way to get over it so they can be friends again. Not Kyle apologizing. Kyle never has to do that, because Dorit will make room and space for Kyle and push herself out of the way. Dorit said, I ain't doing it no more. And again, I'm not mad at Dorit. So we get back to the restaurant where Sutton asked Kyle about her and Dorit. Kyle says she wanted to go into the situation calm and with all of her points across, and to be able to get to the other side of it. And then she goes on to say that Dorit didn't come in like that, and I was like, what? I don't feel like I was watching the same show that Kyle was on, because that's not what I saw. So Kyle says she pulled away from Dorit because of what Dorit did to her, and Dorit hasn't been a good friend. And I was like, once again, you are not taking responsibility, ma'am. I call cap. This all started with you. Dorit just tired of being treated like street booty. I don't blame her. So Sutton asked Kyle if she missed Dorit, and Kyle said she's too angry to see that. And I was like, angry for what? Y'all, Kyle at this point is being a victim. She's mad. She's mad because her and that relationship with that girl didn't work. She mad about Mauricio, and she's mad because Dorit don't want to run behind her. And at this point, Dorit done finally gathered all of her balls and started pitching them at Kyle's head, as she should have been doing. So Erica says she see both sides. And I'm just going to say this. Erica, don't play Switzerland. Don't be Karen. And don't be Dolores. Okay? But she did make a great point when she said those two are fighting while PK and Mauricio are living their best life. I agree. I know this is a hard position for Erica to be in, but I agree. So Erica asked Dorit what's happening between her and PK. So this is where she pivots the conversation, and I was okay with that because I think it made Erica uncomfortable. But even though she wasn't talking about Kyle, it's just that's still my friend, and I don't want to be in a bad space with you because I'm taking up for her. So I get it. She tells the ladies that PK doesn't want to disrupt her, and PK doesn't want to disrupt the kids' lives. So we see Sutton. She meets with Kathy and Erica at her home. And y'all, Kathy rang the doorbell and then just walked in. Ma'am, you ain't even wait for Sutton to say, who is it? You ain't even wait for her to check the ring light. You just walked in that lady's house. Oh, no ma'am. Try it again. So Sutton tells Erica and Kathy that she met with Kyle, and Kyle said Mauricio replaced the picture with her and Mauricio and input the picture with him and that lady, whoever this lady is from Dancing with the Stars, in their office, in his office in their home. The way I would have threw that picture frame at Mauricio head, sir. Please get out my face with this. That's so disrespectful. Whew, child. Boy, these men, I tell you. And then after we do that, we about to get on PK because he was ultimately disrespectful. Let me calm down. So, y'all, Sutton says in her confessional at this point, she would have just been like, bye, Mauricio. And then she said Kyle was probably hurt and hopeful. Hurt and hopeful. It's a dangerous weapon, y'all, being hurt and hopeful at the same time. I'm telling y'all, I know what that feels like, Lord. Don't be hurt and hopeful. Be one or the other. Choose whom what is it in the Bible? Y'all know it because I know the word. Choose ye which one you shall serve. Hurt, hopeful. Anyway, Kyle is adjusting, having to be alone. And I was just like, sis, you rich, enjoy your life. But it is easier said than done to just tell somebody who have access and money to just live their life, especially when their heart is on the line, and especially when somebody has hurt them. It is a hard place to get out. So I get it. So the ladies, when I say the ladies, Sutton, Kathy, and Erica are headed to Kyle's home, and it's very cute, y'all. And they drive up to the window. I mean, to the gate, and they ring her doorbell, and they're like, this Amazon. I just knew Kyle was gonna catch who she was, so the gate opened. I want to say they hopped out the car and ran in the gate because you didn't see the car. But however they got in there, they hid under they rung the doorbell, hid under the door, and surprised her with pajamas and food and just making her feel better. And I was here for that, y'all. I really was. But I will say those pajamas was hideous, but it was cute. It was that the whole situation was cute. So somebody asked where Garcelle was, and what's her name? Sutton says that Garcelle was still in Atlanta shooting 2 movies, so we know she's still booked and busy. So wait. Kathy then says Mauricio hasn't aged well, and I was like, first of all, ma'am, I'm not gonna let you do that. I like you, Kathy, but you're not gonna play fine Mauricio, okay? Because that man is fine as wine. You understand? Fine as wine, okay? At the end of the day, they're just trying to get Kyle to be very mindful, very demure, very aware of the situation between her and Mauricio. Whew, yeah. This little scene right here. Dorit and PK. The way I would have hit PK across the head with anything that was on that table. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I know I sound a little volatile, but I'm not. I promise you guys, I am not volatile. I just don't like people to try to play in other people's face. Like, that aggravates me. So, first of all, we see the waiter. And, sir, I just want to know, like, you kind of just seem like you trying to audition to be on this show, and I just want to be the one to tell you Vanderpump Rules is down the street. They are looking for waiters and bartenders and people with drama. Go on down the street, okay? Because you look like you was trying to all this posing, and sir, you was just giving me way too much extra. Serve the food, go about your business, okay? So PK had the nerve to ask Dorit if she likes this jacket, and Dorit said, so you went and bought a whole new load of clothes? And he was like, yep, and got up, stood up, and said, oh, single PK. Dorit, at this point, ma'am, you should have just taken your food to go, slid him the check, and left, because his dusty did not consider your feelings. I did not like it. It was like he was trying to he was actually trying to piss her off. I like how Dorit didn't give in, and she gave him her undivided attention. And we all know Dorit liked to talk over people and get her point across, but she did not. She gave him her undivided attention. So Dorit says she doesn't know how he goes from married and committed to separated and single in 24 to 48 hours. And I say this last season, I always felt like PK had somebody, which is why he wasn't really coming back home. He probably found some old young girl or whatever. Let him have it. So Dorit asks him how he's feeling, and he tells her he's feeling edgy. I guess with the liquor and all of that, she says, he says he's clear on why they made their decision and why they done what they've done. PK then tells Dorit she's his best friend, she's his wife, and they don't speak to each other the way they have been doing. He said if the server came over here and we spoke to the server the way we spoke to one another, we would then get kicked out of the restaurant. PK also says that he don't question each other's love, but they don't like each other. And Dorit asks, do you not like me? Child, he started dodging the questions like he was playing in an elementary school dodgeball tournament. That was a yes or no question. You. Shout out to Lil' Kim. You know, like, nobody wants to hear that their spouse or their mate, significant other, does not like them. But you mentioned it. So there are parts of you that do not like Dorit. I'm sorry, I don't feel like he do. He tried to clean it up and said it's certain areas about her, certain things about her he don't like. But I believe that he does not like Dorit. The problem to me with PK is he did say that Dorit isn't who she used to be. He doesn't like her growth and where she is, and it makes me feel like that he's jealous of her. Maybe her first season on there he was alright, but after a while she started growing, and the kids, she's a mom, she has to take care of her kids, but you want to be here, and I still don't get that concept. You know, God, kids, God will always be up here to me, but it's whoever needs me in the moment. I don't put anybody on a hierarchy, because for me right now it's just myself and my kids, so I don't really know. It's whichever person needs my adult people, sorry, whichever person needs my attention in a moment, you know. But it made me feel like in some ways he was jealous. He is jealous of her growth. He is jealous of who she's becoming. And now we see that Dorit is speaking up for herself. She's standing up for herself, not just with him, but with Kyle and just with different people. And I'm willing to bet everything that he doesn't like that. He doesn't like it. He then tells her he wants her to break the codependency from him. So mainly he doesn't want her to really contact him so he can feel better about the woman he's screwing. I'm sorry, Dorit, listen, since Kathy is your friend now, you and Kyle, y'all go find this same lawyer and get let this attorney be a 2-for-1. He can get your divorce and her divorce and just be done with it. And let them two live happily ever after. And y'all, this is where the episode ends. I really feel, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep saying this, I feel bad for Dorit, but Dorit is strong. You can tell she's a bit stronger than when we seen her in past seasons. I think parts of her want to still be with PK, but it's like the old saying, ma'am, if they show you who they are, believe them the first time. I don't know, but we'll see what happens as the season go on, y'all. And before y'all leave out, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with the next video. Bye.